What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Howy's Heroes with Everton. It took a bit of getting used to saying that. We've seemed to have done nothing but played Middlesbrough, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. Today's live com is away at Stoke City, so it could be an interesting one. That very rarely do I ever play. I never seem to ever play Stoke in a live com, so I thought, screw it, we'll do Stoke today. I was going to do the Merseyside derby, but it's a little bit further ahead than what I thought would be right to jump in the in the series. So that will come later on in the week, probably the penultimate episode of the season, I would imagine. So what we'll do is now we'll head over, we'll have a look at the results and see how we've got on in the league so far at Everton. We've followed that first game that we had against Leeds with a 0-0 draw. Don't know why I said it like that. A game that was very... What is this? Let's change this. We don't need that. We need this. This is what we need. That's better. Oh, now we're feeling good. Now we're cooking. It was an okay performance, 60% possession to 40%. Shots was very average, very even, should I say, not average. I don't know what the hell I said average for. But it was a bit of a disappointment because they were just above us in the league. It would have been nice to have been able to have caught them at that stage and sort of maybe even overtaken them. But it just was not meant to be, and we ended up getting a point from that one. Next up was a really good 3-2 victory over Wolves. They were currently, at that moment in time, 8th in the league. So it was really, really good to go out there and get a good performance against a team that were doing really well at the time. We managed to, like I say, pick up the win. They got 2 goals through Anazi, Arietta, Perez and Coleman with our goals. We played really, really well. We were very dominant in terms of possession. We had a lot of shots, a lot on target. Our defence is my weakness, is my worry as our weakness. That's it, I got there. Kevin Trapp in goal is not my cup of tea. He will be replaced in the summer. That is for sure. I've been looking at... Jonathan Bond. This is Jonathan, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. Mr. Bond. He's currently playing at Ipswich on this save, if I remember rightly. Was going to pick him up in January, but just didn't have time to get the transfer through. So possibly going to be looking at him. We followed that with a 5-0 hammering of Bournemouth, and it was a fantastic performance. I mean, we were 3-0 up after 36 minutes. It was really beautiful. Ross Barkley had a worldie that day. Wilfred Boney starting to show why he was brought to the club in the first place by the previous manager. Really turned on the style in this match. John Ezekore was fantastic in defence. The entire team was brilliant, and we really did put in a good shift. I felt that Bournemouth just weren't at it, and following that match their manager was actually fired. It was Lee Johnson at the time. Kenny Jackett has just actually taken over today in the save. He left Bristol City, who are also a Premier League team, to go to Bournemouth, so he's traded one relegation battle for another, which is rather interesting, but he clearly must feel that Bournemouth are more equipped to stay up in that respect. Then came the first of our run of games against Middlesbrough, and it was a very back and forth game. A 4-4 draw with the Borough was just a crazy game, and ended up leading obviously to an FA Cup replay. But funnily enough, we played them at home in the league in the next match, so we ended up playing them away, then at home in the league, then at home in the cup. This first game was absolutely crazy. It was back and forth, to and fro, all the way through. Both teams were equally as brilliant as they were woeful. We were both brilliant going forwards, but both woeful at the back. It was a crazy match. And then came the league game, a 1-0 defeat. Furious I was with this because we were all over them. Absolutely bossed them from start to finish. James McCarthy got sent off, and John Obi Mikel scored the penalty that he was actually sent off, McCarthy, for gobbing off at the referee. Young Flavio Perez actually brought the player down in the area, and then McCarthy was sent off for running his chops a bit too much. And then last time out, again, against Middlesbrough, we exacted revenge. We got through to the next round of the FA Cup, where we faced Tottenham by beating them by 4-2. A much more composed performance. Again, like I say, at the back we are dodgy. We need a better goalkeeper. Kevin Trapp does not fill with any confidence whatsoever, as I've already said. Joe Ezekore is coming done really, really well in defence. I did play Harry Maguire that game, and he wasn't quite as good as Okore. Maguire is currently the club captain, but I find that Okore and Mori tend to play a lot better together than Maguire and Mori, or Ben Gibson, the former Middlesbrough man. He's not been great in defence either. But we did get the win. Perez with another goal again for the club, which was great, and another dominating performance. 64% possession. It was a really good performance, a really good win, and it pushes into the next round of the cup. Like I say, against Tottenham is going to be difficult, but it would be great to make a cup final in our first, not even half a season at Everton. So yeah, that leaves us then with the league table looking like this. We are currently 17th with 29 points, level. We're still technically joint relegation zone with Bournemouth. Then Bristol City are 19th, and Middlesbrough slowly getting cut adrift. We're 11 points clear of Middlesbrough, so it looks like they're goners, to be fair. They're going to have to really, really kick on to get out of the drop zone. It's going to be difficult for them. I'm going to quickly now just have a little look over at Luxembourg so we can see the league. They're starting to break away a little bit now, Rossport, which is great to see. They do have a new manager. They actually brought in the Karjeng manager, which surprised me. Alieri came in. That really surprised me. Of all the managers they could have gone for, I did not expect them to take Karjeng's manager, because Karjeng, not being disrespectful to them, they're not really a great side, but he must have done a really good job for them. I mean, they're 30 points behind Rossport, which is crazy. But he has lost a game. We did lose one ourselves, and they've actually lost another one since. But they're doing all right if we have a quick look at their results. Obviously, we left them. That was my last game in charge, the 3-1 win in the League Cup. And then he's had a great little run. He did lose to Dudelange, which is a shame. But other than that, he's been in a great run of form. So you'd like to think they're going to take the title. You really would. In terms of transfers, he's let a few players go out on loan. He's actually let Everton join Differdange on a free, and he hasn't scored since going there. So that says a lot, really. That really does speak volumes for me. In terms of our transfers, we do have a player that's going to be joining, two players, hopefully, fingers crossed, that are going to be joining us next season. One is confirmed, that is Scott Upton from Rangers, the young midfielder. He's only 19. He's got some great stats. His passing is brilliant. He's been at Bolton on loan, I believe. Yep, he was at Bolton on loan in the Championship last season. So, it's a good shout for him. I think he could come in and, with a bit of a helping hand, be a really decent player for us. And Diego Concalves, I'm bringing him in. This is a bit bizarre. I don't actually play the kind of formation that would suit him best using wingers. That is kind of a backup formation, but he can play up top, and I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to work on the ability to play as the kind of attacking midfielder as well, because I've done it with him before in the past, and in an offline save I did it last year, he became a bit of a Cristiano Ronaldo. He was worldly beautiful as a player. He was just absolutely amazing, really kicked on and did brilliantly well and got a lot of goals for me. He just flourished. He just absolutely flourished for me. So I'm hoping that will be the case again if we can get him sort of moving in the right direction. But today it's all about Stoke, away from home. Monday night football against Stoke. MacArthur is still out injured. I am fairly pleased. I need to get these guys sort of playing under 23s football for at least 60 minutes, just to keep them sort of ticking over. You really do need to. He's up for sale. I've decided to place Canales up for sale because he's a whiny little mare, and I don't like it. And I'm also going to play Okore today. We're going to start him. So we'll go with Trapp, Coleman, Okore, Mori, Bylerson. Then I lost my train of thought then. I was like, Valzania. I think it's Selness, Barkley, Arietta, Boney, and Griffith can start. We've got Flavio Perez to come off the bench. Also Freddie Davison, who's been scoring for fun in the under-23s at the moment. So that could be fun. They've got Jesse Lingard and Danny Ings in their attacking force. They're not a bad side, to be fair. Still, they're not a bad side, Stoke. They're, I think they're 10th in the league at the moment. So they're doing all right. Let me just get the goals on. There we are. Yeah, they're doing okay at the moment. They've really sort of not plodded along in the Premier League, but they've kind of found their feet, found a system that works, found a way that works, and they've had some consistent performances as far as the Premier League's gone in the past seasons. It could be a difficult game. I've got a feeling they're going to be a little bit more physically aggressive going forwards than we're. Oh, Danny Ings has scored. That is terrible defending from us. Goalkeeper, freaking woeful as always. Kevin Trapp, do not buy Kevin Trapp. From my experience, anyway, you may have had a different experience, but from my experience, he is absolutely useless. And if I had another goalkeeper, I'd have brought him. I'd play them. I do have a youth goalkeeper. I'm even considering dropping Trapp and playing a youth goalkeeper because I just feel the youth goalkeeper would command the freaking area better for a start. Trapp doesn't come to collect the ball. He just sort of stands there and hopes that somebody else gets in the way, and then he attempts rather flimsily to deal with afterwards. I mean, the defender here, Akore, should have done much better there. But look at Trapp. He's just not doing anything. He's a woeful goalkeeper for me. He has been for me since I've joined Everton. And I will take great pleasure in moving him on at the end of the season. Hopefully somebody will take him. Here's Wilfred Boney, though. Go on. Oh, dear. What was that? What was that? Oh, sorry, I've just clanked my microphone stand. Let's assertively demand more because they've been poor in this first half. Oh, Arrieta's got himself booked. That's not good. He's been a fantastic player, though, Arrieta. If he wasn't a regen, I'd recommend you buy him or at least loan him. But unfortunately, he's a regen, so you can't. Here's Bonnie. Go on. Go on. Oh, that is poor. Why is that? The end product is poor. I mean, even in defeat, though, against Middlesbrough, we played really well. But the curse of the live com is, it tends to be I'm very believing in it. Oh, that is lucky. That is very lucky. Ross Barkley, his 9th goal of the season since returning to the club from Chelsea, I believe it was. They signed him from at the beginning of the season. But here's Wilfred Boney. Takes a deflection there. And that takes a deflection as well. So 2 deflections, sees the ball clonk into the back of the net. 1-1. 1-1 with 41 minutes gone. And now Boylerson's been booked. They need to... Let's just... assertively, we can still win this match. Okay, that's not got them, riled up or anything. Probably a good thing for a couple of them who are on bookings. Oh, that's a good ball, but Griffiths was never going to get there, was he? Get that. Oh, they switched that beautifully. Here's Wisdom. Oh, Barkley's got it. He's cleared it away to Wilfred Boney. Can he? Oh, he's found Arrieta. Can he find Griffiths? No. I don't quite know what that was, but it wasn't what I was hoping he was going to do. They're switching the play beautifully. Oh, they're in. That is a good save. I mean, I say it's a good save. He was right in the face of it, weren't he? He would have had to have really gone out of his way not to save it, to be fair. Here's Seamus Coleman. Barkley now. Griffiths. Here's Barkley. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So close. That was a lovely move. They're going to get one again here. I can see it coming. It is a very back and forth game. Oh, well blocked. Oh, it's the post. And that's not what we've got here. Arrieta. Nothing given. Right, okay. I'm going to bring... It pains me to do so, but Arrieta's coming off. And I'm going to bring you on for Mr. Griffiths. And we're going to just give you both. Passionate, make a difference. I'm using deep thought. Passionate. You got what it takes. He's in a positive mood. I'm not surprised that the other guy was just sort of in deep thought because we don't get on. You know, he came to me and was like, "Oh, I deserve to be playing." I was like, "Well, no, you don't. Not really. You got to prove to me you do." He didn't like it, so he's on the transfer list. I was like, sort of challenged him. I'm like, "We're struggling. You need to up your game. Everybody needs to show me, you know, everybody needs to show me and prove to me they deserve to be in the team and they should be playing." Is this on? No, it is still on key. It just feels like there's been so many more highlights than usual. You know, I was like, "You need to show to me, you need to prove to me why you've got to be in the team." And he was like, "No." So I was like, "Okay, there's the transfer list, sign on it." Oh, Barney. Wilfred Burney just walloped it over. And it seemed easier to score. Come on, boys, that's it. Knock it around nicely. That's what we do. We play nice football. Oh, that is piddle poor. And Danny fucking Ings has scored. Displease me, this does. Again, poor Akore, very poor goalkeeper. Bit harsh to blame it on him. No, that's not what I meant to do. Pause. Oh, we're switching the system. Right, we need somebody to come on who can do lefty. We haven't got anybody who can come on and do lefty, but we do have a lefty. We don't have a righty though. It's okay. You're going to have to play on the right. We're just going to have to improvise here. So you go off that football pitch for Freddie Davison. No, what am I doing? Yeah, Freddie Davison. That's it. Okay. Confirm the changes. Go out there. Seize your opportunity, kiddo. You're only going to get one. Attacking. Team talk, assertively demand more. This may backfire, it may not work, but it's worth a crack. Here's Danny Ings. Oh, you're not stopping that. You are not stopping that. This has backfired somewhat. You don't stop them. That is a fantastic finish from Shaqiri. First time. I've got to take I would take my hat off. I'm not going to, you know, that is a fantastic effort. Well done to him. Fully deserved. Just for the effort. Defeats happen. I don't really, you know, it doesn't bother me too much. Go on. Well done, Davidson. Get in there, my... Oh, he's offside. Bastard. Just got overload for the last 12 minutes. YOLO and all that. You know, we've played well. It's just defensively, you can see why Everton are struggling. You can really see it. It's glaringly obvious, to be fair. Disappointed. Very disappointed. They're getting a bollocking for it. Not aggressively, though. I'm just going to assertively tell them I'm not happy. His attitude. No, I'm not going to get into it, but his attitude is shit. So... I only have people, those of you who've watched me in the past know I only have people who have the right attitude if they're going to be arseholes like he is. And they can't take a rollicking when it's deserved, then, you know, bye-bye, really, at the end of the day. But that, not ideal. Definitely not ideal. We've got Tottenham away in 6 days, which can be difficult. But, you know, there's still... what is it now? 9 games left, I think. So, yeah, 9 games, sorry. Yeah, so it's, you know, I'd be disappointed if we went down. I'd be very disappointed if we went down. We should have enough in our locker to stay up. I think our home performances should be enough to keep us up, because since I've been here, we've played, apart from obviously the 1-0 penalty loss to Middlesbrough, we've played well at home, but we've got, oh my God, look at this. We've got Tottenham in the Cup. Bristol City should be winnable, has to be winnable really, to, you know, help us out. Then we're at home to Man City, ouch. Leicester won't be easy, West Brom. Then we're at home to Tottenham. Then we've got the Merseyside derby. Then we're at home to Crystal Palace and Chelsea. Then Watford. It's not an easy run-in by any stretch of your imagination, but there's games in there that should be winnable. We should be able to pick up points in a lot of those games. The ones we may struggle are obviously Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, even Leicester to a degree, but we should be able to get something from those games. I'd like to think so anyway. So this video's dragged on, so I apologise for that, guys. I really do apologise for that. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button down below if you are still enjoying the series. I really appreciate it. Thank you to those who have stuck with it as well. Those of you who wanted us to stay at Rossport but have just, you know, stuck around anyway. I really do appreciate it. That means a lot. Guys, I'm going to see you in the next episode, which will be that Merseyside derby. And we'll see you at the end of the season, the video after that. So guys, girls, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.